365 time. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the best for someone else. This is a general read. It's not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule, and it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel. You really want to see what's up, okay? Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your support. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated, okay? If you're doing wonderful and feeling great. All right. Okay. One second, ladies and gentlemen. First card that we have here, collective, is the Hierophant, and it's in the upside down energy here. So there's someone that wants you to feel not connected. They want you to be in the energy of being rebellious, possibly going against your spiritual beliefs, not feeling spiritually connected or grounded, maybe breaking some kind of conformity or tradition. This could be a friend, an associate, someone who could be pump faking, pretending to be a friend, or this could also be someone I'm picking up. You my BFF, you my best friend, someone who's very animated, someone who has a very animated personality, does a lot of ha 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 ha. I hear a lot of laughter in place. Very silly, very childlike. It's okay to be childlike, but this person is someone who is pretending, and they are hoping for you to break some kind of tradition, or they are desiring for you to be ungrounded, unconnected to source or spirit. Okay. This doesn't mean they're going to be successful. That's just the message that this is what they are desiring about you, okay? There could be something that you're working on at this time that is paying out, that is paying out to be successful. This could be something that people are talking about. This could be on social media. This could be in a family group, a friend group. This could be at work. Maybe you're working on something. You're receiving a lot of good news, a lot of good feedback on your project. You're getting a positive response. Your name is being mentioned. There's a lot of positive talk about you behind your back. You're not looking for this clout, but it's coming to you naturally, and it's causing this person to want to see you out of alignment. They feel like they can stop the positive feedback. They can make people hate you or not like you, or if you're on social media, maybe they'll make people unsubscribe or make people just not like you in some kind of way. This person is trying to like control. Oh wow, they feel like they can control your destiny. Spirit is saying it ain't so, it's a lie. So they feel like they have control, but they don't. They do not have control. They are powerless, Spirit is saying, okay? Unless you give your power away to them. And so the message is for you to keep doing whatever it is you are doing. But I'm picking up, Spirit is saying, you know who this person is. This is someone you need to just prepare to disconnect from. Whether they're family, a neighbor, a co-worker, ex-lover, best friend, sibling, because this person is desiring this. And I'm picking up you know who this is, or you have an inkling, a feeling that you know who this is. And so that person that crossed your mind when I said that, Spirit is saying that's who it is. And there's no need to confront them. Just simply let them be. Because this person is wishing for your downfall. They're very jealous, very envious. Yeah, this could be something at work. This is something that you're doing. Maybe you are posting it online. This could be many things. I mean, you could be a cook, a chef. Maybe you're getting a lot of views, confirmation. Maybe you're getting a lot of views, and people are saying good things about you. Or maybe the family's talking good about you, and this person doesn't like it. This could be a relative of the family that doesn't like it. Someone who's been competitive with you since you were a child. This also could be someone that you just now are finding out is competitive with you. You may be like, I had no idea you've been tripping this long. Tie up your laces. Why are you tripping? This person is desiring to see a tower, but no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This person has no power. They're powerless. And they are powerless because their energy, they're too focused on you. They're hyper focused on you in your life so much, that there's a misappropriation of their own energy. It's distorted. Their view of life is distorted. They cannot dishevel your connection with source. Doesn't matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. Okay. All right. And so, they are mistaken. They are sadly wrong. They cannot intercept your spiritual connection. Okay. This could be someone who they go by face value. They have a box mindset, one way of doing everything. They're unable to understand that there's always more than one way to meet your goal. Okay. They see everything one way and that's it. Okay. So what they're desiring is deemed to happen for them. This tower moment could be something unexpected. So while they're focused on you, things in their life may begin to dishevel, or things may begin to just upheaval all of a sudden in their relationship, in their finances, on their job. If they're a parental figure, they may start to have some kind of friction with their children, maybe talking back or misbehaving. They will become and start to feel very imbalanced in their own life because they're projecting this on out to you, and you're very focused on yourself. And we know that you're focused because you're receiving a lot of positive. I'm picking up again. There's a lot of positive talk about you, collective. People are saying good things about you, and they don't like it. Okay. This person is afraid of your success. They are afraid when they should really be focused on themselves. They should put their energy and focus on themselves before they inflict what they are projecting. They are concerned about you becoming a boss, an entrepreneur. They are concerned with you becoming wealthy and healthy. This could be well, you're already wealthy and healthy. Okay. But this could also be someone you used to date. This could be a past lover, someone who left you for someone else, married someone else over you. They chose someone else over you, someone who was very not faithful, disrespectful. Time has moved on in progress, and the person they chose, they are either no longer with them or they're just miserable. They're very unhappy. Okay. They're unable to maintain, spirit is saying. They're very concerned. The tables are turning, things are shifting. They're very concerned. This person is afraid of your success. And you're there. You're headed there. But this is part of your purpose. Whatever it is you're working on, this is part of your purpose. This is who you are. This is not something being done to compete with anyone. But this person, they have a short fuse, they're low vibe, they're a box thinker. They only see things one way. So watching you achieve progress in any area of your life, they assume that you're working on progress because you want to prove a point to me. No, the collective is working on progress because that's what adults do. That's what people do. That's the goal while we're here on planet Earth, to learn and to grow. We are seeds. We are seeds, and so we're supposed to blossom and grow. And as we expand, if we have to propagate ourselves, then we do that. And we branch off and we explore other areas, and it's nothing more or less happening. But this is someone who is so infantile minded, they're unable to even understand or receive this fact or this truth. Anything of progress, they think you're doing it for them. If you go get your hair done, they just did that so I could look at them. Just anything. You go buy some new clothes. Oh, the collective just did that because I bought an outfit, and it's far from the truth. It is all lies. This is the type of person that wants to control the narrative, so they tell themselves a bunch of lies to make themselves feel good. So basically, they're lying to themselves, they're fooling themselves, and they're playing with themselves. They could be playing with themselves. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what? They could. They could be collective. They could be. Hoo-wee. The next card we have here is the Queen of Wands. And see, you see the balloon, boring. They're very concerned. They're concerned about your success and your victory. You see CEO right there? Okay, you see this line? This made it all gold. This is prosperity, abundance. This is you, entrepreneurship, owning your own business, running things. If not owning your own business, you may receive a promotion at work, in this person and in their cubicle or in the break room, like boring. Or they could be watching you on social media, like, that's whack. That's boring. That ain't nothing. They think they cute. They think they smart. That's whack. Ain't nobody listening to that. Oh boy, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. They're very determined. They want a new opportunity for themselves, but they're so focused on you. You know, it's quite difficult. They need to focus on that cup of coffee before they spill something, burn their little finger. And they desire newness in their life. But what they're not understanding is that their attention has to come off of you. They cannot focus on you, project negative energy, and wish you harm and think good luck is coming their way. That isn't how it works. It's law. What you put out will always come back to you. And just because you don't say it don't mean it wasn't felt or heard. Because people think that. Oh, I didn't say it out my lips. Nobody heard me. Source don't know. Don't nobody know. Keep thinking that. Just because you don't say it don't mean it's not felt or heard. Because look at his eyes as he pouring that, like, I hope it happened. Oh yeah, I hope it happened. I keep hearing about them. Oh, that's okay. I'm about to become manager. That's okay. I'm about to go buy this and buy that. Oh, wait till they see me. Oh, I'm going to post online. Oh, I'm going to pull up to the family barbecue. Oh, wait till they see who I have with me. Oh, I'm about to get a rent a car. Oh, I'm about to go get them new J's. Oh, and I'm going to get a tattoo. Oh, wait, I'm going to get that new iPhone. I'm going to be busting on them. Their mindset is so infantile. You know, you're working on yourself. You're aware this person, um, is like a box of rocks that all lights, the elevator don't go all the way up. The lights ain't on at home. You know this, mentally speaking, but you've never contested it or fronted the person off about it. You're busy working on growth and development, and that's why you are receiving accolades, and that's why you are having positive talk about you. This is not something you're doing to clout chase or to compete or compare. You're just being you and doing you. As I said, this is part of your path, and so they can hate, and say it's boring, it's stupid, nobody likes it. But for every hater, there's 10 to 20 people to back that up to support you, collective. And so Spirit is saying, stay focused, only deal with and entertain people, places, and things that suit you for your highest good. Only deal with those who are rooting for you, treat yourself as if you were an athlete. If they ain't rooting for you, then, see ya. See ya. If they're not on your team, then, there's no need to be, have a confrontation. There's no need to even get angry. Okay, you're not rooting for me. Bye bye. Next. And then here come 10 or 20 more people who supporting you, and lifting you up. And, they're not needed. And that's something that people, they just don't get. It makes no sense to be envious of anyone, jealous, hating, projecting that negative energy, because it's going to come back to you. And you cannot stop what God has for anyone. You cannot stop what God has for anyone. You can wish and hope. The only thing that's going to happen if you project negative energy is it's going to come back on you. You're wishing imbalance for the collective, you're going to be imbalanced. You wishing the collective be maybe out of job, out of a home, you're going to experience that. Unhealthy relationship, you're going to experience that. Dysfunction, friction in the home with their family, you're going to experience that. So, and they're going to keep rising to the top. So, you can rest assured, this person is somewhere watching you. Like I said, they could be watching you on social media, biting their nails, like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Somebody else has subscribed to their channel. What is going on here? I I can't believe this. They're so boring. Why are people liking them? Wait till I show up. Wait till I show up. Wait, watch, just watch. Ooh. That's that Petty LaBelle. That Petty Pendergrass. The one that drink the haterade. Meanwhile, the collective, gathering new ideas, celebrating, with the 301s, waiting for your ships to come in, accolades, success, growth, and development, gathering with like minded energy and just constantly creating, this project or this idea. I'm getting invention. Someone's inventing something. Maybe you're inventing an app, okay? Maybe you're starting a blog, writing a book, any kind of business or hustle or brand, whatever you are doing, it's got people chatting. You could do catering. You could be someone, and you could be someone that just started. Because I mentioned cooking earlier. You probably just started. You probably like, look, I only did one catering gig. Guess what? They're talking about your food. People are gathering and talking about how good your food is. People are referring you. Your name is being spread, okay? You might as well get the business cards ready because they're going to be calling you. But whatever your hustle or this passion project is that you're working on, it's just expanding, okay? It's just expanding. You're just gathering. See, project process. You're just gathering with like-minded energy, people who think like you, people who are on that growth and development mindset. This kind of energy doesn't have time to deal with infantile behavior. Most likely, when you come across it, I picked up earlier, but I'm picking it up again. You're the type you go oblivious to it. And when I say oblivious, doesn't mean you don't know it's not there because I picked up that you know who this person is. You just don't give them your energy. You're not going to give it your attention. You're like, that's not going to be healthy. I'm going to ignore that. I'm about to go do this research. I'm about to go do some cleaning. I'm about to take myself out. You're the type to disregard it and not give them any attention, and that could also be stirring them demons inside of them. Yeah, the demons. When people want your attention, they want to upset you and you ignore them. That pees them off. And so keep ignoring them. Give them no communication at all, but cut them off. Keep them out of your business and just gather with, people who are like minded. Okay. It is what it is. What's law is law. What the rule is what the rule is. Nobody can change that. So that's the key. That's what's so funny because those of us who know what's law is law and you can't change it or stop it. So you got to be careful messing with folks because you can F around and mess with the wrong person and the collective ain't got to do nothing to you. If you watching cross watcher, they ain't got to do nothing to you. They don't have to do nothing. They can really stay focused on what they're doing and this tower moment will really appear in your life and you will think the collective done something, but they don't have to touch you. They don't even have to call you, come near you. They don't have to do nothing. Source will step in. We all are being watched and accounted for. Doesn't matter what your belief system is. And you keep moving the way you're moving, you're going to find out. It's that simple. So stay in alignment, collective. Keep the progress growing and flowing, okay? You see, as this person sits here and look in the mirror, there's a different reflection. This is what people see when they see you. This is what your haters see when they see you. So it eggs them to see you smile. It eggs them to see you in progress. It eggs them to see you happy. You can have a cup of ice water on a hot day and you can stand outside and drink it and say, that probably will get on their nerves too. But as you see, there's a different image here. Okay, so you are protected, you are very wise, and you're headed in the right direction. This is the high priestess here. The high priestess knows what to share and what not to share. And that's why I said you're likely not to give your energy to this person. You know who this person is, and You see them being petty, but you know to ignore them. You understand that they are special and they have possibly a personality disorder. There's something going on with them, could be medically something wrong with them mentally. So you know they're extra special. So extra special people get extra specially ignored. Extra special people get extra specially ignored. So continue doing that because this high priestess is here and this is what they see. This is what they feel. And that's what stirs their demons. That's what's irritating. But they're giving away their power to you. When a person chooses to project, energy that is unwarranted, meaning that you're projecting it in a to a person, place, or thing that has done nothing to you, but you're projecting it because that person is reflecting something in you that you desire to be, have, endure, or maybe you want to become. And because you have chose not to address those issues within you, their progress in their process of being, stirs your demons. It sends a reflecting, a light, and alarm inside of you, and that's when you hear people say, I just don't like them. I don't know why, but I just don't like them. Why you don't like her? I just don't like them. That's that reflection. That's that low self esteem. That's that insecurity. That's the areas of their life that they have chosen to not address, whether it's healing something, releasing something, maybe accomplishing something. Those are those areas that they have chose not to tame, not to embrace or work on. And that is a them problem. Collective, you have nothing to do with that. There will be many people who will not be for you. And you don't have to figure out why I'm conveying this message, but you don't have to sit around, like a scientist and figure out why. You just stay focused and make sure you're vibing with your tribe. But you are protected, and there's nothing this person can do but watch you continuously be successful. And I'm picking up, that's why I keep laughing. That's what it is. The joke's on them. And see, the more they project you being imbalanced or something happening, the more success you have. The more you ignore them and don't engage, because they want a confrontation, they want to provoke you, the more successful you become. But guess what? You're experiencing these things right in front of their face. They are deliberately, source, most high, and your ancestors are making sure that they are deliberately being privy to your glow up. See that when you know. That's what this is. It's not, you see how she like, oh, with her hand on her chin, like, oh, I didn't know that. This doesn't mean she's ditzy. No, she's well aware. She's ignoring you. Oh, okay. Let me go to the bank. I just received a six-figure check. The deal went through and they want to buy more of our products. That kind of energy. She's not oblivious. She's not weak. She knows where to put her energy. Okay? So that's what's going on. And then, meanwhile, with the Eight of Coins, your hater working real hard. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm at my second job now. You see what they post online? Did you? Confirmation. That ain't real. That's fake. Did you see? Just about to burn your hand right here at the coffee shop. Now you at your second job. You got the phone to your ear. You got the, did you see what they, you better just go on and deliver that food. They can't even work or have anything to eat without mentioning you or thinking about you. I picked up on this before, but there's someone even having pillow talk about you, instead of staying focused on their spouse when they're in their bedroom. They get done with a session and talk about you. Some people get done with a session and have a cigarette. Collective, they get done and talk about you. Some people get done and get something to drink, a cup of water. No, they finish and they want to talk about you. Wow. Wow. Okay. Just so focused on you, but let it be. Maybe they'll be inspired to focus on themselves. You know, maybe they will be inspired. But meanwhile, in the meantime, in between time, dun, 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 dun. What you doing today? Going to the beach? That type of ish. That kind of energy. What you doing today? Going shopping? You ready for our trip next week? That kind of energy. I got a good phone call today. Great news. Guess what? Guess what? This is the kind of energy that the collective is in. The sun card is a high card. This is abundance. This is prosperity. This is, success, increased vitality, receiving clarity, happiness. This is everything that a person would ever hope for, wish for, and desire, all wrapped in one. And you're doing fantastic. You're doing fantastic. Yeah. So this concludes the read. Later.